All right, so today's day 29, leaving Carl's sister's place. Just a quick shout out to both Barb and Gary and their daughter. I really appreciate you guys allowing Carl and I know he's your brother, but to stay with you. So it makes those moments on these bike trips special when you can spend it with family. So that was really nice to be able to do that with Carl's family. This morning, weather is really nice. It is going to get a little warmer than what we've seen so far. So we're looking forward to basically a 40-mile ride today to another state park where we'll camp this evening. So yeah, let's see what today brings for us. We are on Ypsilanti is a decent-sized town, so we will be on some bike paths as well today, getting out of Ypsilanti. Then getting to the state park, we end up on country roads again, and hopefully not real busy. So yeah, let's see what the rest of the day has to bring. So now we're on the border-to-border bike path, which basically takes us all the way through Ypsilanti and gets us out to where we need to the roads to get us to our next location. So riding along the river here, away from the cars, so the noise isn't bad, and really nice ride this morning. You know what's interesting about a lot of these, hold on a second, about these pathways through the big cities, you get on them and you feel like you're not even in the city. It's so grown up with vegetation. It's just interesting that you can feel so remote and yet you're in smack dab of a big city. I mean, just look at the what's surrounding Carl and I. So we stopped to use a porta potty on the bike trail, and you think, why would I film a porta potty? Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over here, and it's what you see in between the two bathrooms. Okay, just so they can pass it out to people, but it's Narcan. Narcan is a drug they use to save people's lives that OD, and it just seems kind of silly to me. Yes, you don't want people to die, but you're enabling people to use drugs, and you're just enabling by giving them a way to help themselves. So I just find that kind of ironic. Just something not used to in my neck of the woods. So again, just to talk Michigan up, the last time we were here in 23, we were on the road. But all this here is new, and we're on it for quite a long distance. They call it the border trail. Just kind of winds through the timbers and zigzag across the river. But all this stuff is all new. I've seen a lot of people tubing in the river. Every time we cross the river, you see people. It's just, you can tell they really enjoy their outdoor activities here in Michigan. So we're off the bike trail and just on some county roads in, I guess, the central part of Michigan here. Head to the campground. Traffic is really low. Speed limit earlier was 45 miles an hour because there was a lot of houses and stuff, but it's back up to normal speed here, but we're just not seeing the traffic. So the traffic's been really good, and when the cars go by, they pull over like they should, so we really appreciate that. But just kind of looks like rural Midwest America. miles later, we've made it here to Portage Lake Campground at the Waterloo Recreation Area. And as you watch us pull into the campground area, you'd think a campground would be all in the trees, but the pictures I've seen, it was all in the open. So when we look, there's a lot of space available. So we're hoping we get up here, we talk to the registration office, we can have them give us a site that's in the shade since we're on bicycles and in tents. So we're hoping that that's what happens for us. So we'll find out here in just a few minutes as we reach the registration. So the gal working the registration for the campground, she told us to go find a spot and tell her, then go back and tell her which site we wanted. That way we wouldn't have to move. There was a lot of open spaces, so it was real easy for us. So Carl ran back up there to select site 33, which we want, and the only thing we have to do is just make sure that site 33 is open when he gets up there. So yeah, so this is kind of where we're hoping to be this evening. And yeah, we stopped at a little grocery store and picked up some food for supper tonight. And we'll explore the campground. Actually, it's a really large campground, so we might do some little exploration on the campground in a little while. So if I don't have any more video, this should be the end of the video, but you never know. There might still be something at the end of this. So if not, well, how's the video for today? So I thought I would just show you a quick setup of just where we are at. Here's Carl's tent. It's a different one than he used last time. I'm gonna invade his personal space here, but I like this tent. But here, it's a two-man tent. You can see there's not a lot of room for two people in here. So Carl's got his sleeping pad and some panniers in here. Big wide openings to get in and out of the tent. And really nice setup here. You got the vestibules, and then these huge vents right here to let air in, so it circulates real well. So at night when you breathe in the tent, if it gets cool outside, the hot air from your breath will condensate inside the tent. And I got to think that this one probably wouldn't condensate as much. One of the things that we did too is we got power, so you can kind of see Carl's got all the stuff powered up. He's got a 60-watt charger here. We can plug a bunch of different things in. I made an extension cord out of some speaker cable. The only thing I needed was 2 amps, so this cord is more than sufficient to power my charging system. As you can see here, I got a few things getting charged. And then inside my tent, this is what you would call a 3-man tent. Okay, so Carl's was a 2, mine is a 3, so you can see there's a little bit different. Of course, the footprint, you know, the space that it takes up on the ground is a lot bigger on the 3-man. But when I purchased this tent, it was on sale at the same price as the 2-person tent. So my thought was, why get the 2-person if I can get the 3-person for the same price? So I went ahead and got the 3-person. You can see I got my panniers stored underneath here, and tonight temperature's not supposed to get too bad, so I might leave these awnings open and then just enjoy a cooler night of sleeping. So yeah, that's camp for Carl and I. Hope you enjoyed that. I know, Mom, you always ask what it looked like, so there you go.